Hey guys, welcome back to the Backlog. We're here with your man, Frozen Breeze, and we're here to return back to the Fire Emblem series. It has been a very long time since Fire Emblem was on the channel. Last time I played Fire Emblem, I beat the entirety of Fire Emblem Mystery of the Emblem, meaning both campaigns, which meant I pretty much played 2 games in a row, so I felt pretty worn out of Fire Emblem at that point, but I'm finally back to play some more strategy anime chess. We're here playing the first 3D Fire Emblem game in the entire series, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, the one for the GameCube. This is, while not being my first favorite in the entire Fire Emblem series, it is definitely like my second favorite Fire Emblem game of all time. This game, I have a lot of fun with, mostly just because like I love the characters, the story is fun, gameplay is still just as good as other Fire Emblem games, and includes some more mechanics that are a bit more accessible to newer players. It also can be quite hard in some moments, but, you know, I'm ready to go back and play some anime chess. It's been a while. I mean, actually, it has not been a while since we played a tactics game. The last game we played with, like, this kind of playstyle was Persona 5 Tactics, or Tactica. But, you know, I'm really excited to get back into Fire Emblem, because it's been a while since I played it. And I've always loved Fire Emblem. I just, you know, it's taken me a while to get back around to it. Actually, when did I play Mystery of the Emblem? I'm going to go ahead and check on my channel real quick while you guys watch this really cool opening, because it shows all the characters, and it's really nice. There's our man, the Smash Brother boy himself. Let's see. When was the last time I played Fire Emblem? Okay, here's my playthrough of Fire Emblem Mystery of the Emblem. Let's see. I finished up that playthrough on, let's see, May 31st, 2022. So it's been a year and a half since I last played any Fire Emblem, at least on the channel. So I'm prepared to get into the political intrigue of Fire Emblem. So let's go ahead and just get this shit started. All right. Also, I don't know why it's called Path of Radiance. Sometimes Fire Emblem titles make sense. I've never actually beaten Path of Radiance. I've only played through a lot of it. So I don't know why it's called that. Maybe it'll be shown. I don't know. Anyway, there is no Fire Emblem Path of Radiance file on your memory card in slot A. Would you like to create a new file? Correct. I will do this. Also, I'm playing this on real hardware. I'm playing this on my GameCube, and I actually have a real disc of Path of Radiance. They can get expensive, but I bought it a couple years ago when it was a little bit cheaper. File successfully created. Let's just get into this shit. And yes, there's a lot. We also have difficulty right here. We have an easy difficulty, a normal difficulty, and a difficult mode. There is also a Japanese-only difficulty called Maniac, but we're playing the original US version, which does not include the Maniac version, but there are ways of playing it. I just, you know, I don't want to fucking cut my balls off yet. I think I'll be fine. So, definitely can't do easy. I'm kind of between normal and difficult. I kind of want to do normal, just because I've never actually played all the way through Path of Radiance before. I played through quite a bit of it, or I saw somebody play through quite a bit of it. But, no, I'm thinking normal. Difficult might be a bit too much for me right now.
Well, Ike, you had enough? Oh, missed.
Ike? Oh no!
Missed that song.
Ah, you're up. About time.
Prologue, Mercenaries. And yes, the voice acting is not great. This is also the first Fire Emblem game that includes voice acting, at least. Actually, no, it technically isn't. It's technically the fourth Fire Emblem game to include voice acting, but the first three are all Satellaview games that you can no longer listen to the voice acting, or the Satellaview games are really weird. You can still listen to the videos. We'll get to the Satellaview games at some point, but either way, this is the first main Fire Emblem game that has voice acting, and I bet the Japanese voice acting, if it has voice acting, is probably way better than the English voice acting. It's not great here in the English translation. All right, well, welcome in. This is Fire Emblem. If you don't know, like I just said, it's anime chess. We have good old Ike. They mentioned his name during that cutscene, but if you've played Smash, you definitely know of Ike. This is the game he originates from. And then there's only voice acting for cutscenes, so text, I'm going to be talking again. So welcome in my horrible fucking voice acting. All right. Are you all right? Oh, I hate being a woman. Yeah, I'll be fine. So, the sleeping prince awakens. Father, I can't believe you. I know those are practice swords, but they're still heavy. You have no right to be so rough on Ike. If this is too much for the boy, he'll never make it as a mercenary. What? Mist, you don't have to worry. I told you I'm fine. Ha! You'd better be. Now grab your sword and get ready. What? Don't tell me you're going at it again, but... Just until I land a single blow. I'm not giving up until I can get one good hit in on Father. Father! You are my father! I like your resolve, Ike. But it takes more than a strong will to... Aha! I knew I'd find you here. Voice crack. Hi, Boyd. That name. What brings you here, you little bitch? Nothing special. You just taking a fucking stroll? You said you were going to get the boss, but you never came back. I got picked to check up on you. Oh, sorry. I got caught up with Ike and my father trying to kill each other. It was pretty cool. You know, it's bad that you want to kill each other. Anyway, I'm trying to turn down the music a bit just because it does seem to be a little bit loud. It's nothing. Besides, I figured I'd get a good laugh watching Ike get worked over by the boss. So if I press A when the text is still scrolling, it makes all the text appear at once. So I don't have to try and wait for all the text to come out, because that could waste a lot of time. You look fine. What happened? Nothing at all. I'm sorry to disappoint you. You just missed it. Just a minute ago, he was out cold and dead. Missed. Sorry. You came here at just the right time, Boyd. You're gonna be a punching bag. What? You can be Ike's sparring partner. What? Me? I'm beginning to think it would be better if he sparred with someone closer to his own skill. I understand. I fight for my friends. Wait, wrong game. Actually, no, this is the right game. Thanks for your help, Boyd. I don't know about this closer to his skill business, but I'm ready. It's time for the good old Fire Emblem tutorial. Alright, I'm ready for you. Let's go. Player phase. So yeah, This is not the first Fire Emblem game to include a tutorial, but, you know, when we last played Fire Emblem, I had to kind of explain the entire control system to you guys, because Mystery of the Emblem is so old of a game, video game tutorials didn't really exist back then, so now we actually get to run through a tutorial. As you play the game, tutorial windows like this will appear from time to time. Anna, your helpful hint girl, also the secret shop owner, will explain and demonstrate any new features. If you want to watch a tutorial again, simply choose Guide from the map menu. Use the tutorials. I mean, I know how to play Fire Emblem, though. It could be good for people who are watching that don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, I guess we'll use the tutorials. Just for the fun of it, the first tutorial explains the basics of how to move. Sure, we'll watch it. Because they actually just play videos for us. Let me tell you a little bit about movement range now. Movement range, as you might have guessed, shows the maximum number of spaces a unit can move. Before you can move a unit, you'll need to know about the cursor. You can move the cursor with either the D-pad or the control stick. Probably be better with the D-pad, since the control stick probably won't be as accurate. To start off, place the cursor on the unit you want to move. I guess it just does this all for us. Once the cursor is on the unit, press A. This will select the unit so you'll be able to control it. Voila! Can you guess what the different colors in the lit area mean? Blue means you can move, red means you can attack that area. That's your longest attack range. The blue area shows movement range, and the orange spaces show the maximum attack range. I guess they're orange, they look more reddish to me, but, you know, colorblind as is. Movement ranges and attack ranges vary between units. Be sure to keep that in mind. I guess it's about time we actually moved somebody, isn't it? First, we need to choose a destination. If you move the control stick, an arrow will extend from the unit. The arrow marks the path the unit will take. Look at it go. Move the arrow to the destination space and press A to send that unit to the space. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I want to run through these anyway. Alright then, I'm going to give this unit his marching orders. Alright, Anna. And if you don't know, Anna is kind of a recurring character in the entire series. We saw her back in Mystery of the Emblem, but she shows up in pretty much every game as kind of a Easter egg character. When the unit finished moving, a menu appeared over it, didn't it? This is the command menu, which displays unit commands. Commands are the orders you can issue to your units. I'm going to order the unit I just moved to wait. Use the control stick to select wait. I need more waits. Then press A to confirm and end that unit's movement. And that wraps up the movement range tutorial. See, I don't need to look at this again. I know how to move now. Alright, I'm ready for you. Let's go. Alright, as we know, we must go kill Boyd. I mean, I guess this will be fine. It's making me wonder if I should use my old school controller instead of my actual GameCube controller, just because I wouldn't have to deal with a control stick, and I'd have a better D-pad, but I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and wait. Let them deal with that shit. Hey, what's the holdup? Let's get started already. I'm coming. Wait there. Yeah, I can only move so far. I guess we will look at the combat tutorial. It's time for me to tell you how to engage an enemy in direct combat. As you can see, there are two units on the battlefield, a red unit and a blue unit. The blue unit is the player-controlled ally unit, and the red unit is the computer-controlled enemy unit. At least we know it is controlled by a computer. Now I'll move the allied unit next to the enemy unit. Here goes. Okay. Look at the command menu. You see the attack command, right? Be warned, if you don't have a weapon you can attack with, the attack command will not appear. Once you've chosen to attack, you'll see a window with all the unit's available weapons. A bunch of shit. This display shows all of the weapons this unit can use to attack. Use the control stick to choose the weapon you want to use. I guess they're going for iron. The window below shows the info on the weapon you've highlighted. So choose a weapon and press A to equip it. Then get ready to move into combat. Before engaging in combat, information on your unit and the enemy unit will be displayed. This is the display shown here on the left, and it's called the Combat Information window. The information in blue portion of this window refers to your unit. And you'll probably be able to see the fucking name in the weapon you just chose, so you probably guess. The information in the red portion of this window refers to the enemy unit. Next, select your enemy. If there are multiple enemies within your attack range, use the cursor to pick one of them. In this case, there's only one enemy, so all you have to do is press A. Get them. They don't have animations on. Which I will have animations on, because they look cool in this game. And that's all for your lesson in direct combat. I am good. Hurry up, will ya? Are you afraid of me? I will try. Alright, get fucked, Boyd. I only have one weapon. As you can see, the animations are a lot better than in Mystery of the Emblem, at least in my opinion, because it's in 3D, I guess. You could do it! Boyd's got nothing! Take him out! Nothing? I don't have nothing. Get fucked! He hurts. Thanks for the experience, though. Alright, you gonna do something? Haha, I'm not done yet. We're just getting started. Okay, he decided to sit there and shit his pants. New shove. I could shove you. What shoving does is it just moves a unit like one space forward. So if you need to open up a room for a unit to get by, you would want to shove somebody out of the way. Or just kill them. If you have the option to do that, you might just want to kill them. Alright, you got this, Ike. There you go. He's got his little stick. I don't know what a practice axe could be. It's rubber or something. I have no clue. Still tends to hurt, it seems like. That wasn't too bad. Boyd, you're such a loser! Shut your trap. Good work, Boyd. That's enough. Oh, alright. There's a tutorial on leveling up. Your swordsmanship was decent enough, Ike. But don't forget how it felt. It won't always be this easy. I know. Now that you're done warming up, it's time for you to face me again. I was hoping you'd say that. I've been waiting for this. Wrong game. But first, Mist. Right here. Now we need to beat the shit out of our sister. She must die. Here you go, Ike. It's a Volinary. You got a Volinary. I'd recommend using it now, before you fight Father. Last time he knocked you silly. Alright, Dad. Time to die. Always take time to heal your wounds in battle, even small ones. Not always, when you can rather kill somebody before they hit you again. Grail, his name is Grail, as you can see by his face. Bad strategy. By the time you think you're in trouble, it's probably too late. Don't get into that situation. I love doing gravelly voices. I guess we'll watch the items tutorial. I will do the thing the game wants me to do. Let's talk about items now. Drink some water. To begin with, I'll show you how to use a Volinary to regain HP. First, I'll select the character with the cursor and press A. Okay. The movement range will appear, and all that. Now you can see the command menu. With the command menu, I'll move the cursor to items and press A. The display shows all of the weapons and items a unit is currently carrying. Now I'll use the cursor to select a Volinary. When I select the Volinary with the cursor and press A, a menu showing what I can do with it will appear. This time, I'll select use and press A. And as you can see from their inventories, there's a separate inventory for weapons and for items. Unlike in other games where your items and your weapons are all one singular inventory. And the Volinary heals you for 10. Here's you for 10. So that's how Volinaries can be used to restore HP. That's it for how to select and use items. In this example, I stayed stationary and used an item, but the process for using one after you move is the same. If an enemy is nearby, it may be a good idea to move to a place before using such an item. I am all good. Alright, let's go ahead and... we could just enemy phase him. When I say enemy phase, it means sitting in front of an enemy and letting them have the first attack instead. Because sometimes that can be a lot more useful than just going straight in and attacking. So when I say enemy phase it, that's what I mean. Get ready, Ike. Here I come. Please, no. He's a big burly man. Ike is just but a little man. Give it your all. I guess. Man, Dad, you don't hurt as much as Boyd. Isn't that weird to say? Come on, boy. You're gonna give me a challenge this time around. He says nothing. This is what happens when you die. So I took 6 damage from him last time. So it might be a good idea just to go straight in and attack. That's odd. I don't know why I'm doing so much damage to Grail. My dad. Dad, please stop hitting me with your yellow ascot. You are literally Fred Jones from fucking Scooby-Doo. Fred. What does Fred say? Fred says, fuck. He does not say that. Get him, Mike. You got him. Fred says, fuck. And he dies. He'll stand on that grave. He'll stand on that hill and die. Thanks for the level up, though. And as usual in Fire Emblem, you can level up. And it's completely random what stats gains you get. HP is good. Speed is good, I guess. Res and defense. Defense is good, though. Res, not so much. But, you know, speed and defense are okay. Mike, you were great! Father, you were holding back, weren't you? What? Is that true? If you could tell the difference, that means you're improving. Boyd, why'd you run inside me? You know, I wasn't really giving it my all either. That is such a lie. Bah. So, Father, does that mean you finally admit that I'm ready? What, to join the company? To take on a job? Yeah. I mean, Boyd's already out there on the battlefield. I'm ready. I'm tired of being a trainee. Listen, the difference between you and me is that I'm a professional. Professional dick. Professional pussy. Professional who just got beat. That was just random chance. Random chance. Isn't that all of Fire Emblem, though? You got a point, Ike. All right. Tomorrow will be your first day as a full-fledged mercenary. Really? But if I think it's too much, you're back to the trainee status. You'd better work hard. No problem. Watch. I'll catch up to everyone in no time. We'll see. We'll see. Well, we'd better be heading back to the fort. Everyone's waiting. Let's go back to the fort. All right. That is the first chapter done. Oh, God. Doing that voice kills me. Chapter 1. The battle begins. This is the battle for bitches. Hell yeah. Mercenary Fort. Does not have that nice of a name, does it? It's a very basic place. It's just a bunch of things. Oh, it's good old Titania. Titania. There you go. I should just probably do a regular voice for her. Good morning, Ike. Today's your first day as a professional soldier, isn't it? Yeah, and I'm ready to go. What you are is late. The others were suited up and ready at the break of dawn. Sorry. I'll get up earlier from now on. So what's my first job? I'm talking with Titania right now. Big-titted Titania. You see, I don't, being stuck in a fort, being an old man having to raise a blue-haired kid. Now, sometimes you gotta relax. I'm just saying some weird shit right now. Wait outside until we're done. Yes, sir. Very well. Commander Grail, shall we continue? You were telling me about some bandits that needed taken care of, weren't you? Correct. The request comes from a nearby village. According to our reports, the bandits are not all that strong. I think it's best if I ride out and take a look. I plan on taking Oscar and Boyd along with me. Just the brothers? Go ahead and add Ike to your team. Shinon, Gatry, and I can handle the other 2 jobs easily enough. Titania, I'm leaving Ike in your care. I'm trusting you to show him the ropes. Understood, Commander. Come on, Ike. Let's get you set up. All right. My first job. I don't know if I should give him a weird voice, like, I could. Captain Titania, preparations are complete, and I'm ready to go. Why does he kind of sound like Garfield? Garfield, why are you on a horse? 'Cause it's a Monday. I don't know what that means. Impeccable timing. It's nice to know we always can count on you to be at the ready, Oscar. Don't forget about me. I'm ready for action. Is that so, Boyd? That's a surprise. Ha! Not today, it isn't. As of today, I'm going to be the absolute model of perfection. Perfection? Maybe the absolute model of perplexion. I need to set a good example for Ike. I'll take your word for it. Your first campaign at last. I know you've wanted this for a while. Are you nervous, Ike? He just sounds like... I don't even know what he sounds like. I think I was more nervous last night. I could hardly sleep. This morning, I'm feeling pretty good. It's the calm before the storm. You should try to relax. You're not going to be out there alone. Yeah, you're right. All right, everyone ready? Let's go. Let's fuck off. Bye, Mist. We found a place. This is the shittiest village of all time. Only like 4 people live there. There's like 4 houses and then like the main house, Chaldea. All right, let me explain what's going on. This is the map of Chaldea. They've hired us to drive off some bandits. We're the blue marks here. The red dots are the bandits. There aren't many of them, but we can't get careless. The one in front of the building up north is their leader. It's a dude. Man, I hate dude. Our mission is to take him out and recapture the building. Ike, listen up. All this stuff is old news to me, but I can give a rookie like you a few tips. First off, don't let yourself get worked up and jump out in front of everyone. You'll just end up getting hurt. Don't try to do too much, Ike. When things get dangerous, you can and should rely on us. As long as you watch how the enemy moves carefully, you'll be fine. Think of this as a training mission. I'll do that. Oscar, Boyd, thanks for your help. Don't mention it. Just sit back and watch how a professional handles things. Enough chit-chat, you 3. We've got work to do. Alrighty then. Ike, before you engage an enemy, take a good look at his weapon. The weapon you use often determines who has the upper hand in the fight. For example, the axe I'm wielding serves me well against lances, but fares me less well against swords. And my lance is great against swords, but not great against axes. And to complete the triangle... Ah, my sword. It's strong against axes, but weak against lances, right? Yes, exactly. If you can remember that, you'll be more effective in combat. That's just the basics, though. This'll come in handy soon enough, so don't forget it. Swords over axes. I won't forget. Not if I remember that. Not if I remember that I'll always have the advantage over you, Boyd. Do you think you could maybe find a different way of remembering? Yeah, thanks. And one more thing. Don't forget to visit the locals. We're here to help, after all. The villagers should welcome our presence. Yeah, sure. I guess we'll watch the visit tutorial. Sometimes you just have to take a break from the hurly-burly of warfare. So let's talk about visits now. As you play the game, you'll encounter maps with houses and taverns. If the door on the building is open, you can visit it, but if it's closed, you can't get in. See how the door on this house is open? That means you can visit it. Let's try this. First, move the unit to the entrance of the building. Okay. Visit appears in the command menu. Select it to visit the building. Alright then. Let's move the cursor over visit and select it with A. What brings you to such an out-of-the-way place? Would you like some tea? Or maybe a biscuit? Biscuit? Oh, sorry. You've got a battle to get back to, don't you? I hate to see you leave here empty-handed. Here, take this Volinary with you. Useless shit. You got a Volinary. Or more like the tutorial got a Volinary. Easy, right? Oftentimes, you'll get items, information, and other goodies when you take the time to visit. So if you see a house or a tavern, make sure to pay it a visit. Something good is waiting for you. I mean, I guess so. I'm gonna drink some more water. Visiting isn't all just vulneraries. Pleasant chats and a nice cup of tea. You may encounter bandits or thieves in your travels. Unlike other enemies, they can attack and destroy homes. So don't let your guard down. They chop a house down with one swing and it's fucking blown up. If a house or a tavern is destroyed, you can't visit it. But you'll be fine if you visit it before any ruffians get there. So if you take all the shit and leave and then all the fucking fuckers come over there and blow up the house, we don't give a shit. After you enter, the door will close and the area will be secured. Remember, no house or tavern is truly safe when bandits or thieves are around. Not until you pay a visit. Somehow Ike just boards up the door and it's just like, that's good. This shit looks good, and leaves. That's about it for the visit tutorial. Happy visiting. I will visit all the visitations. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at our units. So need to go ahead and see. First off, we have Titania, who is a paladin and is our pre-promote for the beginning of the game. Usually pre-promotes at the beginning of the game, the paladins they give us, have horrible growth rates, meaning that they will at some point level off with the rest of the characters and not become as good. Yeah, that's not true for Titania. Titania, I have seen become a fucking steam train and pretty much blow over the entire game because she's so good. She just is really good. She's a paladin, which is already an amazing class, and, you know, she has really good growth rates. She's just really good at the beginning of the game and tends to be amazing at the end of the game as well. So it's like, I'm not going to be avoiding using her like I did with Jagan in Mystery of the Emblem. So she's going to be a very good piece of our entire group. As you can see all their stats. You can see their equipped weapon, what it does, their items. If you move over to the right, you can also see these certain strange things. So you can see their build, their type, their weapon levels, which are pretty normal. But on the right, you can see their skills, which are very interesting because these skills actually help out quite a bit. So characters tend to have like special skills that'll activate in certain situations. So this is counter. In certain instances, causes enemy to receive half the damage it deals to this unit. So that's pretty useful. You can also see this stuff. I don't know what this is. Don't know what biorhythm is. I can tell what an affinity is, or an attribute is, but I have no clue what biorhythm is. Hopefully the game explains it. Then we have Ike, who has no abilities, and he's got pretty lackluster stats at the beginning. As you can tell, he is a ranger, not a lord. If you remember our playthrough of Mystery of the Emblem, Marth was a lord, and well, a lot of main characters in the series are lords, but Ike is one of the few that begins as not a noble at all and just a random mercenary. So I always like him. He has no skills, and his biorhythms, I don't understand his affinities. So let's see. Oscar is a lance knight, so mounted unit will be very useful. Has no skills. And his biorhythm, I don't know if that sucks or not. Then we have Boyd. He's Axe Boy. Let's see. He actually has a skill. He has double biorhythm effects. I don't know what that means. So I guess we're going to have to figure that out later. But yeah, pretty much all these guys are pretty damn useful. I think the least useful one is Boyd. Just because Boyd is, well, he's kind of axe locked. And there's a lot of axes at the beginning of the game. So axes and sword users. So what's going on here? So we've got a couple of bandits. I don't think we're going to be able to save that house. Yeah, I don't think so with the bandit over there. Unless we draw the bandit off to want to attack us, which might mean that we need to move, watch the mounted units tutorial. I don't think we need that one. Mounted units move further than unmounted units, so be prepared for that. I'm going to go ahead and try and see if I can attract that bandit over. How far out does he go? To right here? You can also click on a unit and have them, like, try and, you know, draw over. But I don't know how well that's going to go, but I'm going to go ahead and place Titania, like, right here to try and draw off some enemies. But we also need to make sure that our dudes will actually be able to get some experience. So I'm going to go ahead and place... what should I do? I'm going to place Ike right here and beat the shit out of this Axe Boy. You're going to get fucked up. Maybe. That is a big maybe. And you even get to fight in front of a house. Dodge. There you go. Very, very low hit rate from this dude, so nice dodge right there, Ike. Gonna send Boyd to go ahead and pick up this house. I believe this is an open house, so visit. Ah, you're with the mercenaries, right? Thank you for coming. We've heard a lot about you. Here, take this weapon. We're farmers, not fighters. Maybe you'll get some use from it. We got a steel sword. Don't really know what to use that on currently, but we can find a use for it. Let's see. If we do have him fight, he will get hit at least once. So, and then there's an axe user over there that can come up and... I don't think it'll be enough to kill Oscar, though I do want to keep him alive since he is the beginning Cavalier. And we really like Cavaliers, so... I think I'll be fine with it. If a unit does die, I will be doing what I did back in Mystery of the Emblem, where I just, reload a save. How could you do that, Oscar? How could you do that? Either way, bad decision. What's going on out there? Is that some sort of army? Ah, bunch of mercenaries looking for their next meal. The villagers must have hired them. Listen up, lads. Hurt 'em and hurt 'em bad. We let this bunch live, and we'll have hordes of hired swords hounding us for the rest of our days. It's those fool villagers. They think they can buy a bunch of cell swords to chase us away. It ain't gonna work out how they wanted. All they get for their trouble is a bunch of ruined houses. Tear 'em up, boys. That'll teach 'em. Yeah, that one house is pretty much unsavable, so it's just gotta die. Yeah, I don't know why he went after Ike, but okay. You will have horrible accuracy against him, but alright. Yeah, fuck him up, Ike. You see, Ike don't take no shit. He's not a useless lord like Marth was at points. Nah, fucking Ike is going to fucking tear shit up. At least it always feels like he does. There you go. Tear this shit. Rip and tear, my friend. Let's see. Ike got another level up. Let's see, is this one going to be good? Keep on getting luck, speed, res, and HP. Luck is not amazing. Speed is good, but... Yeah, I don't know why the sword unit is going after the lance unit, but okay. You're just going to get big fucked up right here, my friend. Oh, but he doesn't double him. Big sad. I give that a big sad out of 10. Let's see. Alright. Let's see. Can I have Boyd pick up this kill real quick? Just so that he gets some experience, because Boyd can be really good. But you really have to train him up, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I never noticed, but that enemy unit just looks like Boyd. It just has different colors. Very interesting. All right, we do need... All right, how about, Titania, you go pick up that house before that dude can grab it. Since those bandits took over, we can't even sleep at night. Please, help us save our village. Here, my mother left me this. I hope it serves you well. Oh, Sephram robe. I forget what those do. Anyway, because it has... I don't know if this was in Mystery of the Emblem, but this ability is called Can't To. This is where you can actually have a unit, a mounted unit, move after they've already moved. So, let's see. I'm going to move you up right here. And then use the Vulnerary that you got from the tutorial. And I think Oscar will be fine just taking on this dude. Oscar's pretty good. I'll give you that. He is a pretty good. Go get him with the horse. Punch. There you go. I mean, sometimes having the weapon advantage is good, but sometimes it just doesn't help out. So it really depends. We're going to go ahead and have them take up a defensive line right here. Boyd'll catch up. My work here is done. This house is totaled. Time to move on to bigger things. Now, I smash me some mercenaries. You don't even know how to speak, my dude. You don't even know proper English. Alright, let's see. Boyd can go right here. He'll shove Ike out of the way for no reason. Alright, I'm just going to have him wait here because we actually need units to stand by each other for kind of a specific reason. We might be able to talk about it in the future. Anyway, beat the shit out of him. Yeah, you get fucked. You will get fucked now. Alright, Titania, I think you need to go beat the shit out of this man. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, Titania is really good. I mean, she is the paladin of the game, the pre-promoted paladin, which every Fire Emblem game has. She is just really OP, just really good, and usually gets pretty good stat gains. But if she does tend to get, she tends to get very, very low amounts of XP. So she will be very hard to train, but really good at the beginning. So I should have fed that kill over to Oscar or somebody, but I decided not to because fuck it. All right, hit him, Oscar. There you go. We need to feed him to the. What you should be doing is having Titania like weaken an enemy for a unit like Ike, Boyd, or Oscar to actually pick up the kill. You get a ton of experience from it. All right. Keep on trying to fuck up Ike, he'll fuck you up again. He'll fuck you back. You ever had a man fuck you back? Alright, let's see. Boyd, can you finish this man off? I mean, you can only do 1 damage to Oscar, so I think it'll be fine. If the 3 of them work together, they'll be able to get at least 1 kill. Alright. Let's see. This should be fine. I'm going to go ahead and move Boyd around. See if he can pick up this kill. Kind of hard. But Boyd does have like 30 health already, so he is quite chunky. He is a chunky monkey. I got a fucking text. Oh, yeah. It's one of my friends talking about how he got into a car accident. Very nice, Caesar Chan. Let's see. Let's see. Can Ike do any damage to this boy? He could, but he'd get 2 rounded. This is where you use Titania to kind of weaken up this boy, and then fuck him up. Too much. Too much. You're too strong. You're too strong, you bastard. Titania is too powerful. Okay, better idea. Sit here. Do not attack. Use Vulnerary. Use Vulnerary and let him hit me. Titania, you will sit by Ike. You'll all sit in a row and hopefully do something. Okay. Fuck him up, Ike. Fuck him up. This Zawana man. Hey, you're nothing but a boy. Well, every brat needs a beating now and then. Oh, God. Are you ready for it? Not today. If you want to run away, now's your chance. Imagine that. You sassing me. Don't that beat all. You can't beat off. Not in front of a child. I would not recommend it. Oh, God. And then I think about what I just said, and I'm like, I would not recommend it. It's like, wait, what? Okay. If only we had a healer. Healer? I hardly know her. All right. Ike won't die from this fight, and I have a plan. You go ahead and die. Can I get a crit? Not a crit, but we will go ahead and absorb Ike. So, rescue Ike. Get in. Get in my bosom. Let's see. We have Oscar finish him off. Do a lot of damage to Oscar. Boyd, you got this. Let's see. Yeah, you got this. He can barely do any damage to Boyd. You looking for something, fool? Looking for a fight? You came to the right place. I'll give you a tussle. I mean, Boyd didn't give a single shit. I'm meant for better than this. I don't want to die here. Too fucking bad. That's all I gotta say. Too fucking bad. Boyd gotta level up. Just trying to feed level ups to these guys. They're gonna need a lot. Not bad. Not bad. Strength and speed is good. Got an iron axe. Seize tutorial. I don't think we need to watch the tutorial on that. Pretty much, there's nobody else that can seize, like, the final area, except for Ike himself. So we'll actually need to drop Ike. Drop him off. Sadly, he drops, like, you know, already using his turn, so Therefore, we need to go ahead and go into this. All right, seize. Seize and clear the map. I will. That's the end of it. Ike, are you all right? Yeah, I'll be fine. You know, you surprise me. To think you've come so far. Look at my father, though. I've still got such a long way to go. There's nothing you can do about that. After all, Commander Grail is... Huh? What about my father? Oh, nothing. Nothing? Now I'm really curious. Don't worry. You'll learn all about it someday. Hey Ike, that wasn't bad for your first battle. Not as flashy as my first time though. I took a shit during it. Yeah, you were a real standout. I'll never forget the sight of you keyed up about you broke your own axe. Oscar, dang it, you didn't have to bring that up. Anyway, Ike, congrats on finishing your mission. Sounds like that voice would say congratulations instead of congrats. Welcome to the group. Everyone all right? Let's get going. I'm sure Mist has a nice hot meal waiting for us. A nice hot meme? All right, so we're actually going to end the episode here because it's probably been going on for quite some time. So next time on Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, we're going to go ahead and go into Chapter 2, I guess. And before I end this episode, I want to thank all of my YouTube members, including the Disciples of Epsilon, Trey Lafari, Gray, Phoenix, Shell Bagan and Hummus, Darcy Lanfranco, Freddy, and Yuki. Without you all, this channel wouldn't stay afloat. So thank you for all your support, and I'll see you guys next time!